soft Pilates ball, which having said that, we could just get you to inflate those to a full inflation. Now, with your soft Pilates ball, you'll have a small straw that you can use as a mouthpiece just to blow in, or alternatively, these balls, I have to say, in my experience, are brilliant because you can actually just hover and blow, but as they're your own balls, you can just, as I say, go with whatever. And they want to be, for those who haven't worked with these before, they don't want to be completely, fully inflated necessarily. They want to be it's a little bit soft, but how are we doing? It's a bit like blowing party balloons up, isn't it? Yeah, that's perfect, yeah. Just basically, we're going to be doing stuff between the knees and the ankles, and you want to feel comfortable with the ball between the knees and ankles. All right, guys, how are we all doing? Yeah? Okay. So, I'm going to get us started off by just bringing our feet together, toes apart and heel bones apart. Now, into this class, this session, we're going to really be introducing the use of the soft Pilates ball, looking at stuff to stabilize through the pelvis, coming down into the knee and the ankle, looking at lots of sort of alignment things with some of the standing work. I love some of the standing work. It's a weight-bearing based exercise, and obviously it's just really great for your bone loading, for those who perhaps work with clients with osteopenia or osteoporosis. Lovely for your postural alignment. So we're going to start off in a standing sequence and using the ball almost to flow some of the movements together. Then we're going to work in some of the mat work, and each section is going to be looking perhaps at some strengthening components for the upper quadrant, working down in some strengthening components around the knees, the hips, in into the trunk, and then also looking at challenging the pelvic stability. So in standing, we're looking more at sort of challenging stability through the lower limb. Okay, and obviously just also moving in, just getting our bodies just having a really lovely dynamic stretch and a bit of movement before we work into the rest of the day. Just following our commute here this morning, guys. All right. So I'm going to get you all, first of all, just close your eyes and think about your body. All right. So I want you just to open out through your toes first up. And I want you to think about those toes. And by closing your eyes, you just get a little bit more input to the brain. It just improves that kinesthetic sense a little bit. So just try and think about those toes lengthening wide. Big toe as far away from the little toe as possible. And then just gently lift up through the middle arch there. And then just gently sinking down. I want you just to place a blueberry underneath the arch of each foot. And then I want you to feel those feet grounding into the floor. Just imagine you're perhaps in warm sand and you're letting those feet just sink down into the sand. And then we're going to stack up through the rest of the body. And just gently then focus on some lovely breathing through the lower parts of the ribs. Breathing in. And breathing out. And just with your eyes closed, just focusing on that breath. And just thinking about that analogy of the party balloons. Just imagine you've got a little balloon inside each of the rib cage. Side of the rib cage there. And just as you breathe in, I want you just to feel that rib cage just gently open wide. Feel that balloon just gently inflate and breathe out. And again, breathing in. And out. Nice work, guys. All right, and then I'm going to get you just to place your hand on your tummy and your lower back, and if you're happy keeping those eyes closed, just feel the pelvis just rocking backwards. So thinking about this bottom area, just gently rocking back and forwards. And back. And forwards. And then just gently find that middle ground. So if you visualize that bowl, and in the center of that is a ping pong ball, and you're just going to leave the ping pong ball at the bottom of the bowl there. Okay, just let the arms just relax down. And then just feel the rib cage just funneling down to a central point in the center of the pelvis there. Think about those collarbones just gently opening wide through the front there. Just imagine you've got a lovely pendant on and you just want to show it off a little bit. And then finally think about that thread just drawing the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then as we focus on another breath in, you're going to breathe out and just gently connect through into this center. Focus on that breath in and breath out. And feel that lovely alignment. Just imagining your circles of your body around your pelvic ring, around the knees, around the ankles, around the rib cage, around the shoulders, around the crown of the head, all just gently stacked upon each other. And then when you're ready, just open out through your eyes. Feel that lovely length. I think everybody's grown at least another inch since you've started that. That's fantastic. And taking the ball into your left hand for me. Focusing on a breath in, breathing out, and just gently reaching up with those arms and just placing the crown of the head, the ball on the crown of the head there, and just pop your hands. Sorry, we won't have to balance them just at the minute. We're just going to pop the hands on the top there, and I want you to reach the crown of the head a little bit further towards the ceiling. Just get that idea of length through the back of the neck, and then reach the arms up, and then come down, pass the ball behind, and just gently reach up again, and down. Reach up through the crown, breathe it out as we come up. Feel that length, reach and lower. Nice work. And again, one more. And down. Hold that there, just with the hands very gently resting. Now shrug up through the shoulders. Now release. Reach up and then bring the ball down in that right hand. Come up with the left. So this one is a lovely corkscrew movement. Reach up, reach down, stretch and down. One more. Good. Just feel those shoulder blades moving for me. Lengthen and down. Now we're going to go back the other way. So up with the right, down, shrug, lower, lengthen down with the left. And again, up with the right, down, shrug, lower, lengthen and down. Good. Up with the right, down. Last one, down, reach and down. Roll with those shoulders and release. Good. Last one. Good. Keeping that ball in the left hand now. I'm going to just gently get you to reach up with those arms and circle back down. And then up again. And down. So up with the left hand, down with the right. And the final one, up with the left, down with the right. Now back up with the right. Breathe in, down. Good. And again, stretch and down. And the last one, stretch and down. Now this time we're going to come up with the left and take the ball into the right hand and just come into a little spine rotation. So just taking that right hand to the back right hand corner, come back up, and then take the ball into the left hand, back left hand corner, up we come. And again. Now just keep those hip bones forwards, back on up, breathing out. Breathing out. Keep the hip bones forwards, big bright sunlight, headlights, and the last one. Come back up. Now this time we're going to go back to the right. Now then, take that right hand forwards to the front left. Getting a lovely stretch down the side of the body, keeping the head just peeking between the two hands, and then come back through. Let's just try another one of that one. Breathing out. Keeping those hip bones forwards, getting that idea of length. Good. Come back through. And then round to the front. Let's try that one on the other side. So stretching the left arm behind, and then come forward. And try and draw a rainbow with that ball right up and over the top of your body. Get that idea of length. And back. It's reaching forward through the right hand there. Really feel that idea of length. And the last two. Breathing out. And the final one. Stretch. Reach. And then from there, we're just gently going to pull the ball into your tummy. Then lengthen out through the spine. Sticking the tailbone out there. Just lifting through that breastbone. Lovely, softening through the knees very slightly. Roll in and reach out. And then roll in. Curling, creating a lovely deep C shape. Then rolling back up, taking the ball up. We're going to put that little sequence together, reaching round. Right hand to back, right hand corner, coming over the top, curling the body over as we reach forwards, taking the ball under the tummy, stretch, reaching back up, taking the ball to the back left hand corner, coming over the top, reach forwards, stretch, back on up, reach round, follow the ball with your eyes, curl under, get that idea of length coming through. Are you all beginning to warm up and loosen up a little bit there, guys? Coming round, feel that lovely stretch over the top, curl the body under, come back, roll round, last one, over the top, reach round, curl, taking the ball now to sit down between those knees and re-stack up through the body, and release. Grow tall through the spine, and I want you just to keep visualizing that wall up behind you, okay? Get that idea of length. Feel the ribcage funneling down, collarbones widening, connecting through the center, feet grounding into the floor. So take a lovely deep breath in. And then just gently placing your hands over the fronts of the hips there, just softening down through those knees. Imagine that wall behind you as we come back up into a simple double squat there. Down we go. Just applying a simple, just a little light squeeze onto the ball as we go down. Pushing those knees over the number 2 toes. If you feel the need to perhaps bring your feet a little bit closer, then feel free to do so. And down. Sliding your body down, back on 3. And again, down we go. Stretch. Good. And last one. And this time I'm going to get you to transfer your weight over and onto your right leg. Oops, excuse me a minute, I'm just going to come forward. Okay, we'll just gently get a hold ourselves on the right leg there. I'm going to get you to start doing a little bit of work into your buttocks, okay? Now, let's just keep an eye on these headlights forwards on the front of the pelvic bones here. And then I'm going to get you to slide and roll the ball down the inside of the leg, just dropping that left knee down towards the floor. Dropping your pelvis. Then you're going to use that buttock muscle to slide and roll yourself back up. So the standing knee is staying nice and lengthened, and you're rolling up and down, using that deep gluteal muscle to try and correct that pelvic alignment. Does that make sense, guys? So rolling and back. So the pelvis is going from there to a little bit like that. Yeah. And again, just do a little dip, little pelvic hitch. Are you all good? One more. And hold that there. Now from there, keeping that pelvis aligned, hands on hips, then fold the knee down over the number 2 toe and come back through. Now keep that little squeeze on. How's our endurance going? Keep that length. Just keep imagining you're really growing tall through the back of the spine there. Just keep the chin tucked in. Long. Just keep the length through the spine. You've just lost your height very slightly there, guys. So just keep your strength through there, the length. Chin tucked in. Last one on this side. Good. Right, let's pop that foot down. And then we're going to go on to the other side. So just gently float up through the opposite leg. Now, in this position here, we're going to just do the little rolls. So you're going to roll the ball down the inside of the leg, feel that pelvis dip, and then come back up. Back to alignment. Just keep the rib cage tucking in as well. Don't let that pop out. Good. And as you come back up, try and work it through the standing buttock there. Just to feel that lovely grounding feeling right from the heel bone up to the buttocks. Are we all good? You're feeling that okay? Just want to keep the standing knee soft, not necessarily locked out. Body tall, float down. Looking good. Okay, we'll just do a couple more on that side. Looking good. Well done. Everyone's looking very strong on this side actually. Get your hips back to align. So imagine your headlights pointing forwards. Folding down through those knees. Imagine the wall behind you sliding down and then just gently reaching away from the floor there. So just gently slide the back down and then pressing the foot into the floor just to gently press away. Good, keeping that length. Don't you find it very slightly easier with the ball between the knees? I don't know what you think, guys, but just having that extra little bit of control from the ball there, hopefully you can feel doing your single squats. Push the knee forwards. Okay. All right, I'll just do one more. Nice work. And float that leg down. Brilliant. And then from there, I want you just once again to sellotape yourself up against the wall. Keep the crown of the head lengthening. And then from there, we're going to just allow the head to dip forward, just to feel that unsticking. Curling down through the upper back, forming a lovely C shape through that mid back into the lower back. Keeping the pelvis up for as long as you can. Grabbing hold of the ball and then bringing it down to sit between the ankle bones. And then roll back up into the standing position. Now, it wants to be clear of the floor, guys, so just make there's a little space between the base of the ball and that's it. Brilliant. So, and you may just want to bring your feet very slightly closer together. And if anybody wants to work in bare feet, please feel free to take your socks off. So let's just get ourselves organised into our beautiful standing posture again. So I want you to imagine you're inside a little tube, inside a kitchen roll tube or something, but just try and get that idea of alignment and length. Just the chin gently nodding down and popping your hands onto your hip bones again, just to gently feel a lovely slide of the heel bones off the floor and then re-peel back onto the floor. Breathing out as we peel up and peel down. Now, as you come down, I really want you to control that movement. So imagine I've put a couple little sponges underneath those heel bones. And as we come down, we're just gently going to squeeze just a little drop of water at a time out of those sponges. The other thing I want you to visualize is as you're doing this is try to think about floating towards the ceiling, lifting through those sit bones as you go up. So just think about lifting through the sit bones towards the ceiling, avoiding swinging the body forward. So really focusing on that wall behind you. Go and use those calf muscles. Think about using those calf muscles, guys. Just keep relaxing through the shoulders. It's amazing. Suddenly we've done some little heel rises and everybody's shoulders are up by their earlobes again. So just keep that lovely relaxation. Length through the back of the neck there. All right, we're just going to do a couple more. Are we calm? And the last one. Come on up and hold that there. Then I'm going to get you just to fold down through those knees, lengthen out through the heel bones and come back up. So we'll do a simple breath out as we float up. Breath in, breath out, and reach. So we're working into our foot series now, using the ball here to really assist a little bit of additional ankle stability, as well as keeping those legs beautifully aligned. Just gives you a little bit more connection into those lower legs. I don't know sure if you find that a little bit more easy than doing. So breathing out as we float up. So the foot series taken from that reformer in our leg work. And again, float up, fold forward, reach, and back. Last one. Fold and down. And then we'll go the other way. So we're going to go fold forward, up, press, and lower. So down into our little squat, running our back down the wall, reach, and lower. And again, down, reach, lengthen, and lower. Keeping that beautiful alignment. Remember that wall behind. Collarbones wide, shoulders relaxed. Just going to bring your shoulders a little bit more down there. Good. And the final one on this one. Brilliant. And relax. Now, we're going to work a little bit now onto some single leg work, doing something very similar. I'm going to give you two options. We're going to release the ball, and you're all going to stand working on your right leg first. Now, with reference to the left leg, okay, we can either have the ball, the foot just resting. Just switch your feet around there for me, Janice, otherwise you'll just get confused. Being the Pilates instructor, of course, we've got to keep thinking about our mirroring. Okay, so we can either have the ball resting, the foot resting on top of the ball, Okay. Or alternatively, for those who feel, oh, I might need a bit more balance than that, I'm going to get you to bring the foot forwards of the ball, but just have your heel bone resting on the ball. So whichever one you want to work with, you can chop and change between the two to feel the difference between the two. So if I start with the ball. Now, those with the foot on top of the ball or even the heel, I want you to imagine that's a freshly baked cake. I want you to imagine that it's lovely and soft, and you don't want to push too much pressure down there. It's just there to assist a bit of balance work as we then work into our single rises, keeping the length through the back of the neck into the back of the body, connecting through the center, breathing in. We're then peeling up through that heel bone, onto the toes, and then peeling down. Breathing out, peeling up, and float up and down, and keeping that foot beautifully soft onto that supporting and down. I think I need a bit more air in your ball there. Looks a bit. Not very big, but anyway, that's fine. Okay, floating up. All right, how are you feeling that, guys? Can you feel that all working into that single calf? Try and keep the knee soft, not locked out. Right, let's work that into a little foot series now. So we're going to come up onto your toes, bend down through that knee, reach out through the heel bone, and come back up. So float up, down, and lengthen. And again, breathing out. Keep that center. Down, reach, and lengthen. We'll do one more. Down, reach. Lovely. Guys, we're going to work on that on the other side now. So just swapping the ball over. Do some single rises. Let's get that body aligned. Engaging through the inner core there. Just feel the body just stacking up against that wall, get that lovely optimal standing posture as we take a lovely deep breath in. Breathing out, peeling up through the heel bone off the floor, and then peel back down. Breathing out, peel up, and down. And again, just feel that lovely slide up through the back there. Just get that lovely lift. And just keeping the shoulders relaxed. And the reason I've got your hands on the hips, it just helps keep that those pelvic bones beautifully aligned as you reach up there. How are you doing, guys? Just keep your tailbone tucked in. All right, and we'll just do one more. Okay, and then we're going to come up. And then fold, and then reach, and down. And again, connect. Keep floating up, down, reach, and down. And again, up we go, down, reach, and back. Lovely. And the final one. Good. And relax. Great job, guys. Popping the ball back between the ankles. Very slightly lifted off the floor. Wonderful. Re-velcroing your body up against that wall. Just imagine your little rings of your body just all stacked upon each other, getting that optimal standing posture. Just chin nod down very gently. So we then work into a final couple of roll downs. So just unsticking the spine from the wall behind you as you just gently peel off through the head, shoulders coming all the way down towards the floor. And just let the arms go soft and relaxed. Feel that lovely stretch through the calves into the backs of the thighs. And then you're just gently going to tuck the tailbone down and then restack the spine up on that pelvic bone, on that bottom bone there. Collarbones wide. One more. Breathing in. Breathing out, and just gently reach down. And then from there, just grabbing hold of your ball, and you're just gently going to roll the ball up your body. And then reach up with the arms above the head. Circle the ball around just placing it into the base, just round your bottom, as we then work into a simple banana band, just softening through the knees and just gently opening out, lengthening, stretching out, and then come back through and release.